everybody, so today's Wearable Wednesday is going to be Hades, and I'm sure you're well aware, but Hades is the god of the underworld, so of course this look had to be kind of dark. The inspiration for this obviously is just dark, gray, I was trying to think like what the underworld looks like, and I kind of thought like Hercules, you know, with the Disney movie. I love that movie. Although there's a lot of green there. I think that the souls are like lime green. Obviously wasn't going to have that, but the look of it is like a cave. It's very dark, lots of grays and blacks and stuff. That's how this turned out, and it's kind of like what I'm calling a opposite smoky eye, because a lot of the times when people do smoky eyes, the lightest color is on the lid and the darkest color is in the crease. For this one, the lightest color that I used is in the crease, but the darkest color is actually on the lid. So if I show you what I've got, that's what this is looking like. So it's kind of a softer smoky eye and then a nude lip. I love this color. This is the new OCC Lip Tar Trick. Really, really awesome nude lip color if you're in the market. I think I already said that when I actually do the video. But yes, so this is the Hades look. Hope you like it. So the first color I'm going to use for this look is Copper Plate. This is a matte color. It's kind of just a soft gray. And I'm going to just apply this color all over the lid. I already applied an eyeshadow base, by the way. So I'm just basically applying this all over the eyelid and kind of going a little bit higher up. And then I'll blend that out later. The next color that I'm going to use is a bit of a darker gray, and that is Print from MAC again. This one I'm going to apply with a fluffier brush. So MAC 224, I believe, is that, yeah, this one. I'm just going to get it on there. You don't have to do it with this type of brush. You can use a regular brush if you want, but this kind of blends and places it. But you have to make sure you tap away the extra. See how that's coming off? That would have been down here. So that's how I get rid of, or try to avoid fallout. So then I'm just going to kind of pat it on before I blend it on. And this color I'm just doing up to where my eye crease is in. The last thing I'm going to do is to apply Carbon, which is just a straight matte black from MAC again. But feel free, these colors are available basically from any company, so don't feel limited to just what I'm telling you. And this color, I'm going to use this brush, just a MAC 239. Get it on there, and really just putting it at just this area that you see when the eyes are open. So about half of the lid. For underneath the eyes, I'm going to kind of do the same thing. The first thing that I'm going to do is take a small pencil blending brush and use Copper Plate, which is that first color, and kind of just go all over. Sorry if you hear any crazy noises. I've got a psycho cat right at my feet. Then I'm going to take Print a little bit less, work it mainly in the outer corner and really close to the waterline. Sorry, I'm not even in frame. Tilt my head down so that I can get right underneath the lashes. So then you can see it kind of fading out. And then with a different brush, because it's just too hard, I'm going to take Carbon and go right against the waterline. So then it all kind of just fades out. The next thing I'm going to do is to take a skin tone color. I'm going to use Blanc type, even though that's quite a bit lighter than my skin tone. So a little bit lighter than your skin tone, I guess. And go up against the brow bone. And to kind of help blend out Copper Plate. The next thing I'm going to do is to line my my lash line with a black eyeliner. I'm going to use a liquid eyeliner, but feel free to use a regular eyeliner anyways, because we're kind of going to blend it out. But for this, I'm just doing it right up against the lashes, just because I want this to be exceptionally dark. So just like that, very small line. And I'm going to go over that with the black that I used, that Carbon. just so that it's not a harsh line. Now, like I said, you can use a regular eyeliner for this part, but sometimes I find that that over blend, like it'll have too much and it'll blend out really high. I don't want that. That's why I'm just going over this with a black eyeshadow, because it doesn't smudge it out as far as a regular eyeliner pencil could. Then I'm going to take my Stila smudge stick in Stingray. This is the black one. This is probably the best wearing eyeliner I've ever used. Put that on the waterline, and then I'm just going to curl my lashes really quick and apply my mascara. For this, I'm going to be using my Cargo Lash Activator. Alright, so for cheeks, I'm kind of just going to leave on what I already had on, which is the Dinair Peach Pink, just because the eyes are really heavy, so I kind of want to keep everything else sort of toned down. For the lips, I'm just going to use this new OCC lip tar I got. This is in Trick. This is a nude lip color, and I'm going to do that just because, again, this is a wearable look. The eyes are already pretty intense. This is an amazing nude lip color, by the way, if you're in the market. And so that's all for the Hades look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll talk to you later. Bye.